Hi, my name is Shazib Sarfraz, and today I will be talking about machine learning in healthcare. More specifically, we will be understanding the importance of machine learning and AI in healthcare and medical diagnostics. Did you know 1 in 20 American adults are misdiagnosed in outpatient clinics each year? Keep watching to find out what we can do to reduce that number. Before we get started, I would like to talk a little bit about how I structured this presentation. I would start off by answering the question, what is machine learning, so we can get a little bit better understanding about what machine learning is, followed by some of the problems currently faced in the healthcare industry. Then I will discuss how machine learning can help advanced healthcare, and finally, I will discuss some of the pros and cons associated with machine learning in the healthcare and medical diagnostics industry. Now let's talk a little bit about what machine learning is. Machine learning is the field of study that deals with giving computers the capability of learning and thinking similar to human beings without being programmed a certain way. This is possible due to a concept in computing known as neural networks, which allow for computer systems to be modeled on the human brain and its nervous system. This allows for computer softwares to analyze initial data that the developer provides, and using that data and future data obtained, it comes up with accurate predictions and conclusions regarding a matter. Also, this is beneficial because it allows for the algorithm to quickly go through large numbers of data and come up with a more accurate and precise conclusion based off the knowledge, and use that new knowledge in future predictions and future conclusions. Now let's talk about some of the problems faced in the healthcare field today. Most severe diseases occur due to a failure to diagnose the disease earlier. The longer you have a disease, the more severe it gets. Let's take asthma for an example. Over 250,000 people die prematurely each year due to misdiagnosis of asthma alone. Now, a person with asthma can live about the same lifespan as someone without asthma, if not more. But premature deaths due to asthma occur due to misdiagnosis of the disease. Another issue is technology required to diagnose certain types of illnesses and disease can be fairly costly and not available to everyone. Some other problems include medication errors, such as providing the patient with the wrong medication, as well as record keeping and patient data management, which is keeping track of patient data and medical history. Now let's talk a little bit about how machine learning can help advanced healthcare and help solve some of the problems we discussed in the previous slides. Machine learning and AI can allow for a more accurate and more time-efficient diagnosis of a disease and illnesses, eliminating misdiagnosis of diseases. Machine learning is also portable and can be accessed by anyone across the globe as long as they have internet connectivity. Aside from that, a mobile-friendly version can be made in which internet connectivity is not required, which will make it more portable and more accessible in more places throughout the globe. Also, it can be fairly cheaper, more accurate, and more portable compared to current techniques used to diagnose illnesses and diseases. Machine learning in healthcare can also reduce hospital stay length by providing a more accurate diagnosis and helping the doctor find the perfect medication or perfect way to approach the disease to reduce the stay and increase patient satisfaction. It can also reduce the amount of medication errors by correctly analyzing the medications the patient's taking, previous medications taking, allergic reactions, all of that. And it can also better manage patient's history and data by tracking the medications, diagnosis, treatments, and help provide the best possible treatment the patient can be given for his condition. Now let's talk about some of the benefits associated with machine learning in healthcare. One such benefit is reduced misdiagnosis. Misdiagnosis rates can be as high as 97% and can lead are the major cause of severe diseases. By integrating machine learning into healthcare, that can be reduced. Also, information regarding a patient's data, medical history, as well as family disease history can all be put inside a machine learning or artificial intelligence program to predict the probability of a patient getting a certain disease. Finally, it's also easily available to accurately diagnose a disease and illness from any part of the world where internet connectivity exists, making it portable and easily accessible. Some other benefits include cost effectiveness and cheaper than current diagnostic tools. For example, a doctor can take the patient's medical data and medical history as well as previous drugs used, put it inside a machine learning algorithm, and come up with a conclusion on whether the patient has a tumor or not rather than having him take an MRI. Also, drug and discovery developments. Machine learning can help improve drugs by analyzing current medication and pinpointing the differences, the refinements that can be made to the medication, as well as alterations to help eliminate some side effects. Smart healthcare records. Machine learning can also maintain accurate and updated records regarding patient history, medication, diagnosis history, illness history, and that would reduce time spent looking for, maintaining, and modifying records. Now let's talk about some of the cons associated with machine learning in healthcare. As you know, privacy, trust, and accuracy is a huge concern in machine learning in healthcare. Machine learning algorithms would require data to analyze and go through to come up with predictions and conclusions. That data fed can be a privacy concern in case of a breach or not, and in any case, some people just might not want to provide their information or medical history for that matter to an algorithm. Next, a tough time changing and adapting. There is no solid number that states how bad the transition will be. Take EMRs for example. They were cut out to be the next solution in the healthcare industry, but when people started changing to EMRs, they found it being very costly and time consuming and didn't seem to make it that worthwhile to transition to. Also, machine learning is still in its early development stages and we don't know what it has to come later on. To summarize, machine learning can be very beneficial in eliminating some of the problems associated in the healthcare industry right now and can bring a lot of benefits with it. Even though there are some cons associated, I believe the pros hold more prominence over the cons in this matter. Machine learning can be a cheaper, more accurate, and more portable solution compared to some of the current techniques and tools used for diagnosing illnesses and diseases. It can be used in different parts of the healthcare industry, including but not limited to diagnosis, disease and illness protection, record keeping, and medication modification. Also, it is portable in that it can be used by anyone across the globe as long as an internet connectivity connection exists, and later on can be modified to be accessible even in remote places where there's no internet connectivity currently there. Thank you for watching.